Ah man, that's wild.
That's wild.
Oh man.
Nigga was over here doing the high McManeuver.
Boom. Let me get right. That's crazy. Damn. That's crazy as hell. What the fuck going on? This is crazy how YouTube it doesn't cease to amaze. There's always some crazy shit going on in YouTube, right? Oh shit, we live. What's good? What's good? It's your boy K9. Hey, what's good, man? I'm trying to figure out is that shit with Flip Flop? Have y'all heard anything with the homie Flip? Is that shit old or new? You know what I'm saying? I just ran across some shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, did somebody try to poke the homie Flip? That was crazy, man. That's crazy shit, bro. You gotta think like that shit is crazy as hell. Joseph Pondexter, salute. What's good, my guy? Salute, salute, man. Are y'all aware of what's going down? Like that shit with the homie Flip. I got somebody sent me a video. I'm like, damn, it look like somebody tried to take this nigga out. I'm like, this nigga was over here doing the Heimlich maneuver. I ain't trying to make light of it. It looked like he might be okay. So, if he okay, then it's kind of funny. But it ain't funny if what I mean. He was, what I mean. It's not funny, but I'm just saying if he okay, then what I mean. But I'm like, damn, nigga, because that shit looked like. When I looked at that shit, I'm looking like Flip Flop was looking in shape like a motherfucker, right? But I'm like, nigga ran up on that nigga like that. Like, let me just see, man. Let me see if I can show y'all what I'm talking about. And y'all tell me if this shit is old or new. This shit look like this shit just happened not too long ago. I'm like, what's going on with Flip? Why is somebody getting that Flip? Flip is a super cool nigga. Super chill. Let me see. Y'all know I was getting ready for work. I ain't really don't even go live on these days. I'm like, I just was trying to say, is he okay? Why is somebody trying to attack this nigga like that, man? Let me see. Where's it at? Uh, like this shit right here. Hold on. This gotta be if I don't know. I've been working out recently.
Tranquilo. No. Cuida. Baby, baby. Baby, tú. You. Baby, ven. Ven, you here. No, no.
I won't do that. I won't do that.
No. Llama a la policía. Llama a la policía. Take it easy. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. That was crazy because this nigga looking. Hold on. That was crazy because that nigga looking in shape. So I'm like, was he out of breath already, or was that just like a sigh of relief? You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking that shit was crazy as hell, man. That looked new because, as you seen, it wasn't really no. Well, I don't know how Flip looks right now. I'm not basing it off of that. I know he do workout videos and shit, so I'm thinking that should be. But really, wasn't a lot of shit going on in the strip. That shit looking dry. So I'm like, that must have been some recent shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga pulled a blade on the nigga. God damn. And oh yeah, he said he's big but not in shape. Yeah, cause I'm like, he was gassed already. I'm like, but he could have been like a lot of adrenaline pumping, a sigh of relief, like, whoo, shit, that was close. But I'm like, I don't want to get up here and diss Flip. I'm not gonna diss Flip. I'm just talking about, reporting the news, but I'm just thinking like Flip is a big dude, man. I feel like he wasn't even really swinging the chair right. Like, you that big, nigga, I would have cracked this motherfucker with that motherfucking chair. Bop! You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you even using, I know he trying to use the chair as to keep distance between him and the dude, but I would have, like, at that point, that's not really going to keep a nigga off of you. Like, nigga, I gotta make sure that the chair seems and feels like a weapon. I'm a big nigga. I could, whenever I could crack this nigga with the chair and then put it back how he got it. Like, really weaponize the chair, nigga. Like, I ain't really see the nigga using it effectively. What up, T Will in the building? Say salute the Camp 9. What it do, man? I'm gonna play this shit again. I'm just trying to see if this shit recent. I mean, Flip was definitely looking like he'd been working out. Like, he was looking slim, big, whatever. He wasn't looking fat and out of shape. But that shit just crazy, bro. Like, why they try to do the homie Flip like that, man?
No, tranquilo. No, cuidado. Baby, baby, tú. You, baby, ven. Ven, you here. No.
I won't do that.
No. Llama a la policía.
Hey,
¿Qué
and
dice?
that's how you know that's an indication too
Oh
of
my
like,
God.
well, I don't want to say because I don't know what that was about. I know as soon as I say this, they're gonna say, man, you don't even know what you talking about. You just reporting them shit. But I wonder if that could, I'm gonna rephrase it. Could that be an indication of like the lack of money flowing in? You know what I'm saying? Times getting hard. People, when the money is funny and the change is strange, motherfuckers don't always be in the best of mood. You know what I'm saying? And the hustle and the fear, all that, But I'm just thinking, like, nigga, the homie Flip, shout out to Flip Flop. I'm glad he's okay. But nigga, the way he fell down, if dude was turned his back already, if he was looking, he could have ran over there, like, because you didn't hit the ground, you defenseless for a second. I'm thinking, like, my God, that was crazy, man. Man, you got to be, I know one thing, nigga. I would have been using that chair a lot different, nigga. I would have been using that chair like a fucking bat. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, in his defense, it's easy to say what I would have did from the comfort of my home and house. You know what I'm saying? And when you really in the field. But I just didn't think that was effective, bro, because the dude down there grabbed the chair and shit. It was crazy. Like, I'd have been swinging that motherfucker, cracking him, and shoved him back real quick. And like, that chair would have broke apart a little bit. And I would have been, when the dude kind of left back a little bit, nigga, I would have been looking for like some shit at the bar, nigga, to throw, like a rock. Like, I got the chair and I got this rock. So, I'm in this glass or break a glass or something. Like, I would have been looking for a better weapon too. You know what I'm saying? Because he had like a quick little pause break. He was standing there with the chair. Like, bro, that chair is not a great weapon. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not using it like a bar stool and trying to crack a nigga upside the head with it. And it probably was like maybe a cheap type of chair. I don't know. Ben Vlog says that nigga did not flip out the curb. The curb not flip out, but he said, but that curb knocked him and the duck out. The curb knocked first round. What the fuck is you texting? Number one, nothing flip. Oh, flip zero. That was hard to read, especially without my glasses. Make this shit more simpler, Ben. Flip always beefing in Sasua with dudes. Always find the old videos years back when dudes ran up on him in the restaurant. I did see that video when he had the little shit at his restaurant. It was a little tension and shit. But this looked kind of new, nigga. I'm not gonna hold you. That don't look like no shit to where it's just like, you know what I mean? That look new. I'm not gonna hold you. He says he got real enemies out there. Damn. I mean, cause you gotta think, Flip do a lot of good business, so a lot of niggas might be jealous of the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't live out there. I don't know like the politics, everything they got going out there, but that definitely looked like a dangerous situation. These niggas just walking around with big ass blades. Like, where did he get that from? Or did he come to? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, who was the chick screaming? Was Flip with his girl? Because it sounded like she was like, baby. Did she say that? I don't know. Let me say it one more time, man. I don't know. Did she say baby?
No, déjese. Tranquilo. No. Cuidado.
She said, watch
Baby,
out.
baby.
She said,
Baby, tú. You. Baby, ven. Ven, you here. No, no.
I won't do that. I won't do that.
¡No! ¡Llame a la policía! ¡Llame a la policía! ¿Qué querés? Oh my God.
now, you know, that taught me one thing right there. Because I don't know who Flip Squad is. He probably wasn't with him. Did you hear the nigga? This is the first time I heard it playing that clip back. The nigga gonna say, nah, I don't do that. He see you in a clear struggle for your life. He's sitting down like, I don't do that. Like, nigga, I'm not getting involved in that shit. I'm like, damn, what happened to brothers sticking together? You gonna let a nigga pull a blade on a nigga? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit get real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. If I'm sitting there, which I don't expect nobody help because I'm my own man, but if a nigga, I watch this video back and I see that was supposed to be my partner. I don't know if that was his partner or not, but he talking about, you know, I don't do that. Like, I'm just sitting there, like, you know, that's probably not gonna be my partner after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga got a blade, nigga. You ain't even like, I'm not saying nigga jump in the way, but you ain't gonna say, hey, y'all chill out, hey, you nothing, just, hey, yo, I don't do that. That nigga like I'm Bennett. My name is Ben Vlogs, and I'm not in it. You know what I'm saying? My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. I'm like, God damn. He said, what was it about? The clip don't show much. I mean, I don't know what it was about, but one thing I do know, like, that's a dangerous situation. A nigga pull out a blade. That wasn't like no little pocket situation. He had like it looked like a kind of nice sized blade. Whatever it was about, it probably wasn't that serious because I think, you know what I think it looked like to me? I mean, it was a serious situation, but whatever they was arguing about is that because when Flip fell, he didn't like, even though he didn't see it, you would think you would hear a nigga fall down. All your senses is working. Like, he just kind of moved on. It looked like them Dominican dudes, they just walk around with blades. Like, because you got to think, I've been to Dominican Republic, and Dominicans are relatively small people. Like, when it comes to like comparing them to like an American, they're not that big. So they probably walk around with like, that might be their culture. They just be having knives and shit on them. And so, you know, that's what they go to, nigga. They just pull out a blade real quick. I'm not sure if it was really like, you know what I mean? But that was crazy nevertheless, man. He said, but what did Super say? Bro, no time's hard. Ain't the reasons. Bro, we all know his ongoing beef. See, y'all know his ongoing beef. I don't know. So I'm just because I don't know, I just threw that out there. I'm not saying I know why they got into it. All I know is I met Flip. He was a super cool, solid brother. He looked out. It was all love. Likable dude. Maybe just, I don't know. It's different. Probably I'm coming in as a tourist, not as a, you know, expat or nothing. So I don't know. He was always cool. And I was like, damn, why they do the homie Flip like that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking like, that remind me of some shit Flat Joe said. You know, you could be in the entourage of 100 niggas, all your homie, but when you been that corner by yourself, there you are. He said Roy Jones caught him slipping like that. He had all his niggas, but he bent one corner and Roy Jones popped out of nowhere. All his niggas don't even know where he at, what's going on. And he said he had to plead with Roy Jones and grab his hands like, champ, it's not worth it. Like, you're going to knock me out, that's for sure. But once my boy find out, it's going to be over for you. But he said he was nervous and scared as hell. And I taught him that, like, nigga, you know, you can have your crew, but nigga, you're not gonna always be around niggas. So good thing Flip was quick thinking, grabbed something to create some type of distance between him and the motherfucker that was trying to get at him, because that was crazy. That could have ended badly. He said that fall potentially was deadly for sure. Yeah, because at that point you like 100% defend. Like if dude was really on it like that, you for sure getting poked, nigga. There's no scenario where you don't get poked if a nigga really want to poke you once you fall like that. Like, you know, in the process of trying to get up, whatever, he start just really coming in because you already standing up wasn't really swinging the chair that hard. You can't for sure swing it hard sitting on the ground or, you know, being on the ground. So if he didn't turn his back, thank God he did, and walk away, he could have just ran over there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, potentially could be a drastic situation, man. So that's crazy, man. Said Flip made a video about it today. All right, what did he say in the video, J Mog? Why did he say and what happened? Because I didn't see the video. Somebody just sent me the clip. I was just kind of like, yo, my prayers go out to Flip. Thank God he okay. Cool, brother, before I go to work. You know what I'm saying? And it just make you feel, you know, like, damn, shit could get real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shit can get real quick. You be thinking, you know, you be just out to have a drink, have some food, and next thing you know, some bullshit happened. Duck and roll, says Ben Vlogs. Duck and roll. Okay. He said maybe the wings wasn't cooked all the way through. Oh my goodness. Messy nigga. Nah, but shout out to Flip, man. Hopefully, like I said, man, that's not gonna be no ongoing thing. And that taught me a lesson. When I'm out in Dominican Republic, keep a blade on you, cause them niggas gonna be having blades too. Cause whenever I'm not trying to act like a tough guy, but when I get in the combat, I don't like having to retreat. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, if I got something, you got something, we got something. But I don't want to be the person where I'm like, shit, you know, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? This nigga got the upper hand, nigga. At least if we both got something, I'm like, all right, nigga, we one of us gonna go, we both gonna go, either way it go, nigga. I'm not retreating, nigga. You gonna fall back or it's up, nigga. But if you got me out, you know, in a position like that, now I'm like, damn, I gotta, you know, what did he say? He's scrambling and scraping for shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I will never want to be in a position where I'm scrambling and scraping, trying to, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking like, yo, man, keep something on you then. What they say, what the youngsters always like to say, stay dangerous. You know what I mean? Because these little, they like, but I'm gonna say like this in two, man. I don't know if that's like in the like Spanish type culture. I don't know. But I will say, like, even like in Cali, my experience with, like, I know they're not Dominican, they actually Hispanic, right? They be always having weapons and blades and knives and shit, like some type of weapon. They always gonna have something, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you see, I mean, a lot of people be having weapons, but I'm talking about even when I was like young, you know what I'm saying? Like, they always had, at the minimum, something that they could poke you with. That's minimum. So I don't know if it's just inbred in like that Spanish type culture. You know what I'm saying? I would see dudes like, you know, the brothers, we be ready to squab. Run that. You know what I'm saying? I need that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I noticed like in that Latin type Spanish culture, they quick to grab them knives. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Okay, what it says, Justice Holmes says, I was in Colombia last month. I had a blade on me. I purchased it from a shop down there. It's for protection. Absolutely. Like, you know, we get shit. We ain't out here hoping that we got to use it. But I'm just saying, like, I think this is a good idea to have some. Because, you know what you say? I'd rather get caught with it than without it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's my whole thing, nigga. Like, I'm going to make sure I stay dangerous, nigga, wherever I go. Because I don't never just want to be in a situation because I squab with a nigga. I run the fade. But I don't want to never be in a situation where now I'm scrambling and scraping because, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do if a nigga pulls something like that out? That's dangerous, nigga. One low. And they say, them cut wounds like that is more dangerous than getting a hot one in you. You know what I mean? Just because how many, I don't know, but just how many different, the knife is edged and ragged and how many different arteries it might potentially can poke, and it don't be like a clean, just boom. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, them knife situations is a lot more dangerous. Like, I mean, you know, potentially. He said that might be that night, man, because there is no mangoes. Oh, so basically they might be mad because there's no mangoes. It's not out, and he said to take it. He had to take it out on someone for the mangoes missing. LOL. Hey, I will tell you this: when the ladies is around, I'm not saying that type of shit can't and don't happen, but it just seemed like the potential for a hostile situation between dudes goes down tremendously because, you know, you hear and you trying to, your mind is elsewhere. You trying to, you know what I mean? You in a whole different mood. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's in abundance. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Shout out to Ben Vlogs. He says getting poked is more painful than getting it. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. I've never been either one, thank God, but I've heard, man, them knife wounds is worse than them bullet wounds. Like, just keeping it a buck, man. I've heard that. I've even watched, because I watched YouTube before I was watching this travel space shit. I used to watch a lot of different shit, and I've seen, doctors talk about knife wounds being more dangerous than, gunshot wounds. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, a gun's more dangerous because you can get at somebody from a distance, but like a knife wound is, this for educational purposes only. A knife wound is more like once somebody up on you with it, that and they actually get you, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because typically, how many dudes only get poked once? Once the dude on you, he gonna jab you a few times with it. So you're gonna get multiple. You possibly could get hit multiple times. So that makes, even more dangerous. Yeah, man. But I ain't gonna lie, if I had to encounter somebody, if they had, a Johnny Rocket on them or just a little blade, I'd rather face off with a nigga with a blade. Just because I feel, you could fend that off a lot easier. But, if someone's successful, it's going to be tough. But I'm glad nothing happened to Flip. Do not think I'm over here celebrating this or making light of it because, man, we only get one life. We got to protect it at all costs. And like I said, man, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6, man. Whenever, my mindset. I don't like to talk about it openly like that a lot because I just be like, fuck around and find out. But my mindset is stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? The nigga approach me with some hostility, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just make sure I stay dangerous anyway. I don't got to openly warn a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. Nigga might, you over here thinking you might, nigga was running, whoop, you just going to catch this friendly real quick. Nigga whip some shit out on you. And you can't be talking about, oh, you a coward. You pulled some shit out. Nah, nigga, you ain't going to be doing no talking, nigga. You going to be over here scrambling and scraping, trying to figure some shit out. And like you've seen, at the end of that clip, I'm going to play it one more time. At the end of that clip, this nigga definitely looked like he was completely out of motherfucking wind and everything else. He was looking like he was winded, nigga. And this is an in-shape flip-flop. You could tell the nigga been working out. You know what I'm saying? You know how much adrenaline was probably pumping through this nigga's body.
No, tranquilo. No, cuidado, baby. Baby, tú. You. Baby, ven. Ven, you here. No.
No, I won't do that. I won't do that.
¡No! ¡Llame a la policía! ¡Llame a la policía! Take it easy. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. But I will give it to Flip on this, man. If you see Flip's face, that does not look like the face of a nigga that was scared for his life. I'm not gonna lie, that nigga was looking like regular shit. But then when I seen the very end of the clip, when you seen the nigga was, nigga looked like he was out of wind, like, you could tell that shit was still serious, you know what I'm saying? But, before that, it looked like, just another motherfucker acting up, like, don't worry about it. Nothing to see here, don't worry. I got it all under control. That's how I was like, nigga, that nigga got it. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. He was looking kind of cool, calm, and collective about it. I would have been like, nigga, why you still sitting there, nigga? If you don't hand me a motherfucking knife or fucking give me a bottle, nigga, this nigga might come back, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm still looking for shit real quick. Nigga might double back, nigga. I'm gonna be, nigga, shit. That's crazy. But like I said, because I know Flip might catch this video. I ain't dissing you, Flip. I'm not making like I met you. It was cool. And you put it out there, obviously. So, I'm just going over it. But my disclaimer is it's easy to say what you would do from the safety of your own home. So I'm really just commentating on the situation. But I know goddamn well I would have been using that chair in a different manner. Not in a manner where a nigga could. Because there's sections on the chair where you could grab. Now I'm tug-of-wearing for the chair. I would have been using the chair like a bat. I would crack this nigga up tight as this motherfucker. Like, first of all, big feet, like Flip is like at least like 6 feet tall, nigga. Probably taller than that. Nigga, big as I would have came down like a batter ram with that motherfucker. Bam! Like where he would have been like hesitant to like really run in. Like, yeah, you felt that, nigga. And then I would have had the chair to, you know what I'm saying? Like you got it purely as a defense tool. You ain't figured out a way to turn that chair into a weapon to make the nigga back up. But like I said, and when he got circled away instead of coming out to the street, I would have circulated like closer to that bar area instead of walking up on the dude with the knife so I could go see if I can actually find a weapon real quick. Like I know it's some type of weapon in the bar where I might get off a bottle, I'll grab it, break it on the ground real quick, like, all right, motherfucker, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I would have, that chair is not enough of a weapon for me, bro. That's just a quick, temporary, try to fend you off. Now, I'm not going to walk up on you with the chair. You're not even using the chair as a weapon. I would have looked for something else, nigga. Give me something real quick, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? I would have snatched some shit. I know it gotta have to be a drink, something up there, nigga. I don't know, man. But I'm glad nothing went crazy, man. What we got in here? Oh, it said Ben Vlog says maybe Flip. He said, well, maybe he knocked this chick and the dude caught up with Flip. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. So I ain't even gonna speculate to what happened because it could be anything, man. It could be some chick shit, some money shit, some jealousy shit, some, you know what I'm saying, bad business shit. It could be anything, right? But at the end of the day, it don't even matter what it was about. Nigga pulled a blade on me, nigga. It don't even matter what we into it at that point now. I'm with Flip on this, nigga. It's all at that point survival. If I had to critique anything he did, like I said, once again, from the safety of my home, bro, once dude kind of walked away the first time, I would not have been walking up on him with that chair still. That, for one, it's just not a great weapon already. It ain't, I wouldn't have turned my back or nothing, but I would have just backpedaled and got closer to the bar area looking for something. Nigga, I would have ran in there, grabbed a beer out the fridge, grabbed a knife, whatever, nigga. Like, fuck your restaurant, your rules establishment, nigga. Because ain't none of you niggas helping me clearly. Nigga, I need to grab something real quick, nigga. I could have been, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm at Flip Flop shit, shout out to the homie Flip, and the nigga pull a blade out, I'm not gonna be worrying about, oh, this is Flip's restaurant. I don't want to tear no shit up. I don't want to, I'm sure this wasn't going through his mind. Nigga, I'm gonna grab whatever's close by. I will fucking jump over that counter, nigga, and grab me a knife real quick. It don't even matter, nigga. I'm trying to fend this. He got a fucking blade. You crazy as hell, nigga. Fuck that restaurant owner, nigga. Not like that, but just on some shit like, nigga, that's only my main thing is fending this nigga off and making sure that I can be as equally as dangerous as this nigga. Fuck your restaurant, nigga. You ain't running out here. You ain't even say, hey, stop. Hey, y'all chill. You ain't saying shit, nigga. Watch out, nigga. Let me grab something real quick, nigga. Nigga playing with me, nigga. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm keeping it real. I know Flip. I met him once. I'm gonna say I know him, but cool dude. If I was there, nigga, I'm not gonna say I would jump in front of the knife and all of that and all of that. I'm not gonna say that, but I would have at least been like, hey, y'all chill out, chill, hey, and I probably would have looked for a weapon for the homie Flip. Not probably, I would have gotten the weapon and handed it to the nigga. You know how like on I mean, depending on how cool I am with a nigga. Just say on a base level, I met you one time, it was cool, whatever. I probably would have, like, since it's such an uneven thing, I probably would have grabbed the blade and threw that to you. Like, nigga, you know, handle your business, nigga. You can fend this nigga off real quick. I don't know. But then I do respect OG where he like, man, I'm not in that shit, nigga. Because whoever that was might live there. And then you get involved. Now you got potential problems after this situation ends. You never know, man. So it's just a lot of moving parts. I can't really judge the dude that was sitting there. But if he was my partner, yeah, the drinks just went up when you come to my establishment, nigga. Fuck out of here. He said instead of asking if he's okay, on the back end, dudes decided to go live instead. Nigga, I'm reporting the news and I don't got Flip Flop's number personally. Like when I said I met dude, I met him one time. It was cool. It was all that. So I don't have a way to contact Flip. And so that's that chicken. What's your name? Cluck Travels. Yeah, but won't you go ask and see if he's okay, Cluck Travels? And then let me know. And then I'll report and say, yo, man, he's okay. Shout out to Flip. Like, you gotta think, bro. In YouTube, if you post the shit up on YouTube, obviously he has to be okay, right? Nigga not gonna be not okay posting this shit up on YouTube. So if you post it up on YouTube, you posting it for media consumption, for people to review it, for people to talk about it, or to educate people. So think about what you typed in the comment section. You know what I mean? He posted it up for a reason, right? All right, Mr. Miyagi, yo, what's up, Mr. Miyagi? You say, what did I miss? Oh, man, you know, it's been a lot of drama in the space. And, you know, the drama going to continue. You know what I'm saying? As always. But this time, it was just a crazy... Here, let me play it again. But, yeah, it was just a kind of crazy video with the homie Flip. It was a crazy, potential, dangerous situation. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, now, it'd be different if Flip Flop, you know, didn't put this video out or whatever. So it's just like, yo, you got the video out. It's for like public consumption at that point. So it's not even a thing, right?
No, ¿qué hacen? Tranquilo. No. Cuida. Baby. Baby, tú. You. Baby, ven. Ven, you here. No.
I won't do that.
¡No! ¡Llame a la policía! ¡Llame a la policía! Take it easy.
It's easy. That's wild. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? That's wild, actually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like I said, man, shout out to Flip. Hopefully he's okay. But we know he got to be okay if he posted the video. That's just a potential crazy situation to be on. It'll be a nigga like here. Why didn't you check on? Call the nigga. Like I got his number right. You will be that nigga sitting there, right? Like the OG, man. I ain't got no shit to do with that. At least I would have handed the nigga a blade, nigga. I would have been like, nigga, here. You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely got something more closer to him than that chair. You know what I'm saying? Ben said, kids don't try this at home. Look down and watch your steps at all times. Oh, this nigga Ben Chosen said, you hell, Ben. You say, if a 5'3" Colombian dude pulls up on you with a blade, would you fight or give up your items and wallet? Like, if y'all want the real answer to that, the answer is, honestly, I don't know. Because have I been drinking? What, do I got something on me too? He don't know. It depends, bro. Because I'm not, look, I would say the smart answer would be to give them what they want, right? But I don't really so I'm not going to try to promote like, nah, nigga, I'm going to do some Superman shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not it's not going to be that easy to take my shit. So it depends on how much I feel I might can get out of the situation based upon what I got going on. What, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, the first thing in my mind not going to be ain't going to be thinking like, give them my shit. Now, if I can't figure no way out, I might have to give up my shit. I'm not saying I wouldn't give up my shit, but I'm going to be trying to figure out how not to give up my shit. Because if that's the case, anybody can just walk up and be like, yo, give me your shit. If you that motherfucking scared, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere you go, you just be a walking lick. All the nigga got to do is pull up on some like, yo, give me that. Nah, it's not all going to be that easy to get my shit because I'm going to be looking for some shit like Flip did. I'm going to be, you know what I mean? Like, nah. Now, if I feel like it's impossible for me to like grab something or create distance or do something and I'm just really in a tight situation, I might have to give up my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that answered your question. It says, I want to see the video where Flip dropped dude. Yeah, I want to see that too. I'm not even aware that there's a video where he dropped him. This is the only clip that was sent to me. I was like, oh shit, before I go to work, I'm gonna just, chop it up. But like I said, this ain't a lie to tear Flip down at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, Flip did what he had to do to survive, nigga, and he aight. But my whole point is, I'm just thinking from now on, nigga. Well, I'm gonna say this, niggas didn't even know. Because I had like so much shit going on. Nigga, I'm not gonna say too much, but I was made sure I stayed dangerous. Like, ain't no need to like talk about it and be on all that, but I had a whole bunch of controversy when I left, so I didn't know what way was coming, but I just never want to be in a situation where I have to retreat is my only thing, and like, because that may not always be a great option, nigga. Shit, you might be up against a nigga with something, and he could run faster than you. So you can't even just run away, right? So I just made sure that, on the low with it, I just made sure that I stayed dangerous. But I'm not going to be dangerous if I don't have to. But I'm going to stay, I'm going to just stay ready because you just never know. You just never know. And that shit can go left quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not promoting any niggas to do nothing, but make sure that you travel safely and take into account that, shit could happen, bro. Everybody always say, man, ain't nothing gonna happen when you out the country. I know this is different because Flip lived there. Man, thinking like that ensures that you're not gonna be prepared if some shit happens. Nigga, you gotta just take into account what? The weather, your flight getting canceled, delayed, all these things you gotta take it. So why wouldn't you take into account your safety, bro? You don't know what could happen. When niggas always tell me shit can't happen, shit not gonna happen, I'll be like, all right, cool. We hope nothing happened, but just in case, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be just in case type shit. In Flip's defense, he was drunk as hell. See, I didn't even know that. Okay, that might play a thing too. He might have been drinking because it looked like they was at a bar or sitting somewhere. Like I feel like he might have been out with his chick. He was probably out to have some drinks and kick it, and the nigga tried him. That's another good point that you made right there, Bloody Towel. Is make sure when you drinking this shit, you know, don't get so far. I'm not saying he was, but don't get too far to where you can't defend yourself or your ability to make good decisions is too compromised, because you never know what can happen, bro. Especially, you know, especially if you're moving around by yourself and all of that, man. Don't get too sauced up, man. And obviously, I don't think he probably was drinking, but I don't think he was too sauced up, because he did have enough wits about himself to grab a chair, put some distance between him and the attacker. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's why he kept walking up on dude. Not walking up, but I think it's two strategies in that. I push up like, yo, I ain't backing down, and then make the dude feel like, all right, damn, this nigga not going to be that easy. You know, because if anybody see a little bit of weakness, they'll attack more. So that could have been his thought process. But another process is, in my mind, like, know your angle, know your surroundings. Now, I'm going to be scanning real quick, but keeping my eye on whoever it is. And he said, play the video. I'm just tapping in. All right, let me play the video. I see you way down there. I played it a lot of times, but here.
No, that's easy. Tranquilo. No. Cuidado. Baby, baby. Baby, tú. Hey, you. Baby, ven. Ven, you here. No, no.
I won't do that. I won't finish
No. Llame a la policía. Llame a la policía. Take it easy. Oh my God.
But I gotta give Flip his props, man. The nigga stood his ground. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that's all you can do, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh damn, what the fuck? Right? He said Flip looking like he was tired as hell. Somebody said Flip was drinking. I don't know, but I did notice that. I was like, God damn, that nigga look like the adrenaline could have been pumping. You know what I'm saying? Nigga looking, that could have been either he was gassed or a sigh of relief, like, oh shit. But I would say I never once looked in, which was odd, in Flip's face, and that I see you down there, Tony Anders. I ain't saying it was L. I never once looked in Flip's face and seen like where he looked like he was fearful. Like for the situation, the nigga was pretty composed. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't look like he was panicking. Nothing like that. He didn't look like, you know what I mean? Like he looked like he was composed the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Flip. Old boy jumped on the moto and dipped, right? That's how they do it, man. So I wonder, the moto, was he involved? Was he, or he just like, nigga, I'm just here to provide a ride. No, under any circumstances, nigga, hand me some pesos and we go. I don't have nothing to do with it. Or did they was like, did he know old boy was gonna do that and he was just waiting for old boy to handle his business and I'm gonna dip? I don't know. He said we need to see other parts of the video before we judge it. Facts. And so Dev the dude, to be clear, I'm not judging it. I'm just reacting to it off what is out there. So, like I said, man, I think he did what he could do for the situation he was in. And that's all you can do, man. He said, play the video. I just tapping in. Okay, we played it. He said, what happened? Apparently, Flip was out. I don't really know what happened, but just from watching the video, it sounded like he might have been with a chick. You know, he might have was about to have some drinks or kick it. Don't look like the nigga was at work or no shit. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happened, he got into it with one of the dudes, and one of them niggas pulled out a blade. And that nigga Flip had a chair and fended the nigga off with a chair. But in the part of that video, you know, he fell down because he didn't realize the curb was behind him. You know, he's so fixated on the threat, he didn't realize, you know, that it was a curb, and he probably tripped off that curb. And thank God, oh boy, didn't keep pursuing the incidents. You know what I'm saying? Never bring a chair to a knife fight. This nigga crazy. He said, never bring a chair to a knife fight. He said, someone stabbed my boy Flip. Question. Nah, they didn't stab him, but they tried to. You know what I'm saying? Flip grabbed the chair and was trying to, get that nigga, you know what I mean? Get the nigga back, trying to get some distance. And so, you know what I mean? That was a tough situation to be in. Like I said, Flip was, he didn't panic. The nigga stayed focused on his goal, which is to keep Opoye up off of him. And he was successful, thank God. And so nothing crazy happened. Tony Hernandez says, that wasn't an L. Hell nah, because if nigga, anytime you live to fight another day, it ain't an L. Nigga, I'm saying this, even if you get in a situation and you get in a fight and you just say you lose the fight, that somebody get the better of you. Just the fact that you stood your ground and you was able to make it back to where you need to safely, like you okay, it's not really an L, bro. Because, when two people get in the altercation, somebody might get the best of them. I think what an L is when you panic. I think what an L is where, you in a situation to where, you're not going to defend yourself. You're defenseless. You're helpless. You're frozen in fear. That's like an L. But, nigga, so what? Nigga, I might have failed, whatever. Nigga, I did what I got to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this ain't no me looking handsome and cute, and I ain't worrying about scuffing up my shoes. Nigga, I'm doing what I got to do to make what I got to do happen to survive, nigga. That ain't definitely not no L, nigga. Always say, nigga, as long as you get out there, win, lose, or draw, whoever you getting into it with gonna put some respect on your name, because they're gonna be like, he gonna get out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you a nigga that like, yo, I'm not gonna do nothing back, and please don't come for me when I say this, because I don't mean this in no disrespectful way. The young lady, stop playing with Ben, Flip. The young lady, Shanquilla Robinson, she was like, she didn't want to fight back and defend herself. What happened? End up losing her life. You know what I'm saying? I never tell my kids not to defend themselves. Man, you got to do what you got to do, man. I don't give a fuck if whatever you got to do, all that, don't worry about getting in trouble with me. Worry about defending yourself. I'm not saying go out there and start no shit, but self-defense is always a part of your A game. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you safe and you make it back home. We can figure out all that. We got to get a lawyer and this. We figure all that out. That could be handled. Make sure you do what it is that you don't let no motherfucker to put their hands on you. Never. That's never, in my book, the solution. Ever. Nigga, whatever, even if a motherfucker bigger than you, whatever, man, you go for what you know. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Get in close on the nigga. Bite the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Poke the nigga in the eye. Wherever you got to do, nigga, don't care. I don't got no rules when I fight, nigga. I fight to make sure that, ain't nobody causing no physical harm to me. Ain't no rules to me, nigga. I didn't fail. I think I in the fight tripped and fell how Flip fell, nigga. And I was in like a dirt area and I reached down, grabbed some dirt, threw it in the nigga eye so I could get up real quick and then rushed him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no rules, nigga. If it's on, it's on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So shout out to Flip for being okay. Ben says that was a L. What does that mean? I don't know what that is. Crib beat in his ass. L that crib beat in his ass. I don't know what you trying to say, Ben. Tony Hernandez says, stop playing with Flip, Ben. They want to be in your ass, Ben vlogs. Outlaw, he says, 9. What up, Outlaw? Outlaw, salute to you, brother. Yeah, man, we're just going over the clip with Flip. Flip had an expensive weekend, or almost. And, he tripped doing his thing, and he finds himself in a situation with one of them dudes. And the dude was kind of small, I ain't gonna lie. But that don't matter when they got something in their hand, nigga. Small and dangerous at that point. He was a little skinny dude, but you know, he tried to come at Flip with the blade. Flip grabbed a chair, responded. And like I said, man, one thing I said about Flip, that nigga got a straight poker face. You didn't see the nigga looking like, oh shit, oh help. The nigga, like the nigga didn't panic at all. That nigga act like he's was a bodyguard or a bouncer in one of his past jobs or something. Like, I'm used to this type of shit. You feel me? Knuckleheads coming through, acting up, So I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have been more pumped and more animated than Flip if that happened. Or maybe Flip's just, a calm dude. But Flip did respond the way he needed to respond to get the dude off. You know what I'm saying? I would have still been looking for shit. Like this motherfucker, I'd have been pumped. Like, nigga, I'd have been looking. But, dude did drive up off on the motor contra. But still, nigga, once that adrenaline pumping, nigga, I'm fired. Especially a situation like that, all cylinders is pumping and firing at a Mach 10. Like, it's gonna take me a minute to just calm down, for my body to get relaxed again, nigga. I'm pumped, nigga. I'm looking for. I know this nigga didn't just try to play with me, nigga. I'm looking for shit. Fuck it, don't touch me, nigga, because I need to make sure if a nigga come back, give me something now, nigga. What? You know what I mean? I'm gonna be, yeah. But, Flip, like I said, he live out there, so he probably just like, this shit was regular shit. I don't know. Bloody Towel says, Flip lost a lot of weight and got in shape just to lose a fight. Shaking my head. That really wasn't no fight, though. Nigga pull out a tool. Nigga, come on, bro. How many of us is going to win that battle? Like, you come out victorious and all you got is a chair. But I get what you're saying. Flip was looking good though. Pause. Looking in shape. Keep up that workout. You know what I thought? I need to get him. I do be working out, but I was like, damn, I need to start beasting up. You know what I'm saying? That fool Flip has lost a lot of weight since the time that I've seen him and met him. He lost a lot of weight, bro. He's looking good. I ain't gonna lie. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Flip, man. He was looking like he was in good shape, like a motherfucker. He said, Flip is fine. He looks in good shape. Yeah. He definitely, what up, London Town? He definitely looked like he's in good shape. I'm sure if you talk to him, you know how Flip is always like, matter of fact about shit. Like, yo, it just, I don't know how niggas be that matter of fact, nigga, because I think I'm more dramatic, nigga, when I get upset, nigga. It's not going to be no, shit. I don't know, nigga. But shout out to Flip. He was just calm, cool, collected. Like, nothing to see here. Everything's good. Did I knock over my drink? Did I knock your drink over? You good? Okay. I was like, hell no, nigga. I'm still looking for shit. Like, and I'm going to be talking, like, nigga, you ain't hand me nothing? Bitch ass nigga. You just sitting here drinking your drink, nigga. I'm like worked up now. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that was sitting there, nigga, like, damn, nigga, you ain't say nothing. You was a mark. That's how I'm gonna feel, nigga. Especially if, like, now if it's just a random stranger, cool. But if it's somebody that I know, we was having drinks or something, I'm cool. We chop it up, we communicate, nigga, I'm done talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. He said Flip was crying in Brazil. He showed weakness. I mean, but I want to say this though. Let's keep it real, cause I'm a K9. I try to keep it as real as possible, game style. I don't think as a man crying is a sign of weakness, bro. It's not really. It's a sign of release of emotions and feelings, bro. Being in tune with nigga, because a lot of men have cried, and maybe in private, bro. Don't act like men don't cry and men can't cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think crying in itself is a sign of weakness, man. It's a sign of could be a release. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be going through some shit, this and that. I don't think, because as you seen, nigga, when that nigga came out with that knife, nigga, Flip went into warrior mode. You know what I'm saying? Did what he had to do. So he ain't going to let nobody just run up on him and he not going to defend himself. So I don't really know if that's a sign of weakness, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could 100% agree. I mean, it could be perceived a sign of weakness, but is it actually a sign of weakness? I know some niggas that cry in every fight they get in and be kicking ass. They one of them niggas that start breathing hard, whew, and crying and tears coming down, and then next thing you know, they beating the shit out of a nigga, went crazy, and you got to pull them off a nigga. So I don't know if crying is a sign of weakness. It's definitely a sign of a release of an emotion, though. You know what I'm saying? All right, he says, crying on the live. He said, crying on the live, though? K9, come on, man. Oh, shit. PPE, what's good? They fucked your whole name up, but I know who you is. He said, crying is whole shit. Y'all trolling right now, man. We know, all of us, let's be real, man. We didn't all cry in our life. We didn't all experience that human emotion. And I'm talking about not as little boys, as men. We didn't all been in a situation and cried, bro. So, I gotta keep it real, nigga. I've cried, nigga. I think I cried, nigga, when I was going through a divorce, nigga. That mean, like, nigga, I'm not gonna see my kids every day. You know what I'm saying? Not just cry, nigga. I probably cried a couple times, nigga. Broke down, like, damn, nigga. Now, this is fucked up, nigga. You know, me and my lifelong partner, we fighting over money and shit now. How does it go down? How does a beautiful relationship break down to this? My kids looking like, damn, Pops, what? And I'm looking like I don't got the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, my family being broken apart. Nigga, I damn sure cried. That was something that meant a lot to me and I cared about. So, to get up here and act like, nigga, I ain't never cried, it would be, I'll be being fake. You know what I'm saying? I definitely done cried before. Even though the guy had drove off, but he still had one person to fight, and his name was The Curb, LOL. Oh, this nigga Ben is in full troll mode. Oh, my goodness. He said, you a B if you cry. I guess we all bees then, because I know for sure you Club Travel, you didn't cry before, bro. Like, it's just obvious, nigga. Shit come up, nigga. You might have lost somebody in your life. You know what I'm saying? You might have lost a loved one, nigga. We cry as men. Men, they gotta stop preaching that men can't cry, bro. Men definitely cry sometimes, bro. Now, I mean, do men try to refrain from crying? Absolutely. Do men, if we do cry, do we kind of be selective of where we feel comfortable having that moment? You know what I'm saying? We try to have those moments a lot of times in private. I would say yes. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. All right, he says, did what I had to do. Yep, did what I had to do. Absolutely, Jerome. Yeah, did what he had to do, man. Like I said, it's easy for us to be over here like, man, Flip, you should have. This is how I first said, because I think I would have swung the chair differently. But I'm not in the situation when it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, all that shit is just up for, like, it sound good sitting from the sideline. You know what I'm saying? But from the sideline, I'm thinking I would have whacked him with the chair. Like, I would have turned the chair into an actual weapon. But I wasn't holding the chair. I don't know how it felt to grab the chair, if it was really like swingable like that. You know, I'm watching it from the video. Maybe he felt like if I swing it, now dude could get in. You know what I'm saying? So I need to just keep it as a barrier between me and him. I don't know, man. So, I mean, he obviously did the right thing, because I think he could have did a little better, but obviously he did the right thing if he walked away from the incident unscathed. He did enough what he needed to do to accomplish that. Why were they fighting? That is the $1 million question, man. I do not know why they were fighting. I have no clue why they were fighting. Mr. Miyagi, I don't know. Allah says the nigga with the knife weak. Did he even get one poke in his scary ass? Now, I would say the nigga with the knife, you could tell it was dangerous, but you could tell he wasn't on it like that, or he just not like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't in a heavy pursuit of Flip either. I mean, it was enough to pose a significant danger, but he wasn't like had decided that he was going to try to be the end of Flip. That you could tell that wasn't a thought in his mind. His like the way he was acting, like he was just trying to prove a point. Like, nigga, don't play with me. It wasn't. I don't think he really maybe has real intentions of like pursuing it to that level. It was, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So what we got going on right here? It says Rally Joe. No. Okay. I'm not sure he was responding to. He said crying because you got scared on live is different. Now, I'm not saying in the situations, like there's different situations which a person would cry about. I'm making a blanket statement saying that crying in itself and you a man is not necessarily a sign of weakness. It can be a sign of weakness, but it's not necessarily a sign of weakness. You know, everything is situational. So I'm just making a blanket statement on that. Crying in itself is not always a sign of weakness. Game style. Yeah, okay. So homie. Okay. Okay, we got somebody had to be me. He said, man, Flip talk all that ish. He can't fight. I mean, but you got to think about it. Somebody that want to be me, or how you then go, somebody had to be me. That wasn't really the fight. That was defending the nigga off of you. Like, how can you fight a nigga with a blade in his hand? Honestly. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't really think that talks to his fighting skills. But I would say I would have definitely tried to use that chair differently. And I would have tried to circle around towards weapons. Like when I say weapons, just more of a offensive type of thing too. Like, can I, you know what I'm saying? Right now I got strictly a defensive tool, not a really great one. Like, I have time to circle around the bar and try to keep my eye on the nigga, because dude kind of walked away for a split second and get a better tool, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't do that. But in Flip's defense, he might have didn't want to give any ground, because sometimes when you give ground, that can provoke and be perceived as weakness and provoke a full-on attack as well. So, you know, I understand why Flip did what he did as well. You know, he basically was like, I'm going to stand my ground. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is coming for Flip with those knives. Oh, so he's been in. What up, Molly Wood? So he's been in situations like this before with them blades. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So Flip has been in a lot. I've heard of the Brazil situation, right? And so I don't remember what type of tool they had then, but I think they had a weapon in that situation, right? So, yeah, Flip. But I always say I ain't never heard nobody hoe Flip though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never heard a story where a nigga just hoe Flip out. You know what I mean? A show right there, nigga, in the test of battle. You know, Flip did what any one of us would do: look for the closest thing possible and fend the nigga off. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Flip, man. He was scared. Y'all niggas are stupid. He was scared. He didn't look scared, man. If you look at the video, Flip did not look scared, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He might have been scared internally, but he didn't look scared at all to me.
Tranquilo.
He grabbed that.
Cuida, baby. Baby, tú. You. Baby, ven. Ven, you here. No.
I won't do that.
¡No! ¡Llame a la policía! ¡Llame a la policía! Take it easy.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I would have broke that chair over old dude's head and back. You know what I'm saying? After I would have cracked him with that chair, I probably would have had pieces of chairs in my hand. I ain't gonna lie. I would have went to well, it's metal, so maybe it wouldn't have fell all apart. I would have went to work, man. Like, and then once I cracked him, you know what I'm saying? So he know he will get cracked and it hurt it. Then I would have kind of got maybe like how Flip did, like a defensive, like create distance. But I definitely don't want to just have it as a distance thing where a nigga just feel like he could just come in at any time. I definitely want to show you the power I could generate with this chair when I hit you with it. So I don't know. Kind of hard to say though, man. All right, is Flip okay? Molly Wood. You gotta be okay if you watch the video though, man. At most, what happened, because dude hopped on the motor console, left, and at most happened, Flip could have scraped his arm or something, or maybe got hurt when he fell a little bit. But you know, Flip looked like he been working out, he in shape. So a fall like that probably wouldn't make or break Flip, in shape Flip. You know what I'm saying? So I would imagine he's okay. Said people are still trying to Flip. Now he said people are gonna try Flip now. Keep it a buck. Maybe I mean he did had a couple of situations. Shit, people that tried me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean people try motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean it happens, right? It happens. I just know if a nugget tried me, he gonna regret it afterwards. I know that. I'm gonna say this. I'm not never going on like no dog the bounty hunter manhunt for a nigga, because I was always taught this: if you look for trouble you shall find. But in the midst of trouble, I'm not gonna spare you, nigga. I'm not gonna spare you. So don't spare me, because I'm not gonna spare you, nigga. So that's it. The only thing I can say. Once we into it, we into it. He said, K9, are you still going to the South of Thailand? Not 100% sure about that. It's not 100% no, not 100% yes. So I'm still gauging out, is Sue going to be worth going? You know what I'm saying? Is the Sioux going to be worth going? Now, we don't know that. But that's why I'm going to tell you this. That's why I booked a Thailand trip, because I could not put all my eggs in one basket depending on I could not put all my eggs in one basket trying to depend on the Sioux trip, because every time I'm watching the Sioux, is no litter, it's still dead, and you guys got to imagine I only have one trip out there, so it's not like I got a rapport with these chicks. I got an extensive files with numbers. You know what I'm saying? I do have numbers in my phone. Ain't tried them since I came back. So would they work and all of that? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm gonna go to the Sioux, it's definitely a possibility. Is it? So I'm playing it by ear, just trying, because we still have time. My focus right now is this Thailand trip, coming back with some content, getting lit, boom, bam, boom. If the Sioux liven up a little bit, I feel like I could salvage this Sioux trip. Boom, I spend to the Sioux, whatever. I'm thinking about, if I do go to the Sioux, definitely changing my room reservations, because it kind of don't make sense, possibly, where I might be staying at based upon what's going on, like the price that I'm paying for where I'm staying at. It just kind of may not make sense on that either. You know what I'm saying? Karma at its best. Why y'all say karma at its best? Would it Flip do deserve karma? I'm unaware. He said, Mally Wood, you on the really split list. Man, you in here trolling like a motherfucker, but you got some funny trolls though. You know what I'm saying? That the split list is the equivalent of the top 10 list. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real thing. He says, if he didn't have the chair, he would have been leaking. He was wait. He was on it. So Sioux City looking for him, but we pushed up almost. What is that? So we was flipped while he was on the live. Damn, yeah. I don't even get all that, but okay. But if he didn't have the chair, he most likely would have been in trouble. Absolutely. He said, all you guys in the chat are talking all that stupidity. Have you ever fought someone who's had a machete? That's what I'm saying, man. It's easy to say, yo, I would have did this. Nigga not gonna try me. Nigga not go like, bro, you got one body and you got to protect it at all costs. You fending yourself off from a knife attack has no indication of your squabble ability, bro. You know what I'm saying? You trying not to get hit with that blade, bro. It's not a video game. It's not like I get poked, I put another quarter in, I'm back. I can't respond. You know what I'm saying? So that's a potential dangerous situation that I don't think nobody is really trying to put themselves in or really worrying about what people are thinking about. All they're trying to do is survive that encounter. Brazil, he had a gun. Oh, see, I didn't know if it was a blade. I knew he had some type of other altercation. So, that's kind of crazy too, man. You go out the country. Now, most of the cases, I would think most of the time, you're not gonna encounter a foreigner having one of those. I'm not saying it's impossible. I think if somebody pulled one of those things on you, it's got to be a local for the most part, but not 100%. So, yeah. Outlaw, you ever been in a knife fight? Been in a knife fight? Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've had knives pulled in on me, but there was always, like, every time I've had a knife pulled on me, it never turned into a full-on assault like that. Motherfucker just whipped it out. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, shit. And, I'm quickly scanning my area for some shit. You know what I'm saying? And they never, just rushed in with it. I think I only had a blade pulled on me, twice. And they just whipped it out. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't, pursue me with it. So I can't really say how I were to respond if they pursue me with it, but I just know how I felt in that moment where my motherfucking peripherals got so motherfucking good. I'm scanning shit without deferring my eyes too much from the threat. And, I'm definitely trying to convince the person, nigga, that I'm not intimidated with that blade and making sure I keep them in check with, maintaining, a dominant presence while I'm scanning and looking for either A, an escape route, B, rocks, anything around where I could grab to. I'm doing all of that simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody act like they not gonna be doing that, you please don't end up in a knife situation because you probably won't be with us. You know what I'm saying? All right, Zipcat said he wasn't scared. If he was scared, he would have ran. Now, I don't say Flip looks scared, but I don't think just because you're scared, you may run. Because remember, you could be scared and freeze up. He could have just froze up in fear where you can't do nothing. You locked up. People could get paralyzed by fear. So, you could be scared and get paralyzed by fear, right? So it kind of depends, bro. We're going to wrap up some of these questions. And we're not going to be here long because I got to go to work. But main thing I wanted to say is, man, shout out to Flip. I'm glad he's okay. I like Flip. Cool dude, man. If y'all go down the Flip Flops on any of these trips, make sure y'all go support him, man. Support black businesses, man. We got to make sure a place like Flip stays afloat. We out there because Flip is a dude that when I met him, man, he's a dude that will go out his way to try to make sure you need to know what you need to know, or he's just a cool motherfucker, man. So support Flip. I mean, support all the black businesses, but for sure, go support Flip, man. And we know times is hard right now, so that's definitely a hub that you want to be open when you travel into a destination like that. You can meet other brothers. That's where the brothers hang out at. You know what I'm saying? You can get info. You can network. You can, just get into that. Now I forgot the word for it, but basically where brothers come together and they, it's all good until you leave, and then it may not be all good. But I mean, it's definitely a cool spot. And they got some decent food up there. Check out that Willie Burger. Willie Burger. Bad. I ain't gonna lie. When I go out to the DR, I'm definitely getting another Willie Burger. That shit was fire. Now I got a fish from there too, a big plate. That fish where they had a little slice and cuts in it. I would eat that in my room. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the flies, they didn't bother me when I had the burger. When I had that big fish, nigga, they was on my ass. I said, man, I should have took this to go. But shout out to Flip, man. And you know what's crazy? He's famous for his chicken and wings and shit like that. I never tried his chicken. I tried the Willie Burger and I tried the fish and some other shit, but I never ended up trying the chicken. So maybe I got to try that out next time. I hear he's famous for the chicken. The chicken. You say, yeah, everybody on YouTube is a thriller. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. As I said, man, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely honestly, man, I am a confrontational dude. I can be. But really, I'm a cool motherfucker. If you meet me in person, you're going to say, man, K9 cool as fuck. I mean, I be chilling, man. I just don't back down. If somebody got some smoke for me, I'm not going to back down. But I'm really just cool, man. Like, I don't really go looking for problems. But problems come up, I'm not going to shy away. He said, when he fell, it was over. You got the right. That's what I'm saying. Like, when he fell, he was in a bad situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was in a very bad situation. And but I thank God that, nothing happened to Flip, man. I actually like Flip. And I don't want to see nothing bad happen to nobody. Even, I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to nobody. But I actually like Flip. He was cool. Let me tell you a quick story. I went to the matching party, dope party. It's hot as hell in that motherfucker though. Baddies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You could whip out your camera. You could film. It was just a comfortable feeling. Like, when you just normally out there, you can't just really whip out your camera. It just felt like a comfortable spot. But when I went there, I had either misplaced my ticket, whatever. I didn't have it. But he knew I bought a ticket, right? Because I bought it from him. So when I get to the door, I'm like, yo, can you go get Flip? Tell him K9's out here. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have me waiting a long time. You know what I'm saying? He came out, escorted me and Jay Rello in, and no questions asked. Just like, oh, what's up? Come on, stay with me. And just, you know what I mean? So that was dope, man. Flip did that. He could have been taking all day. I'm working, tell them niggas. I could have just been sitting there like, fuck. Nah, that nigga. I told him, they was like, yo, somebody named K9 said he out front. Whoa, whoa. He came. I said, yo, Flip, come on, let's go. Walked me right in. Shout out to Flip, man. Cool motherfucker, man. Shout out to Flip Flop, man. Make sure y'all support that brother's business. So the nigga sitting next to me would have caught these hands. That's what I'm saying. If we was any type of boys, I might need that, man. Well, I would say that I don't know if I'm going to put my hands on him physically, just because, nigga, he got to do what's in his safety too. Nigga pulled out a blade. We didn't see who was sitting next to him. It could have been an old nigga. Like, what am I going to do besides get poked too? You know what I'm saying? But I definitely would have been looking at him side-eye. So we don't know the whole situation with that. Or if he really knew Flip. Was he just a nigga sitting there? Was that a nigga that called himself Flip's boy? We don't really know the situation with that. But if it's a nigga that called himself my boy, I don't expect the nigga to fight my battles. But like, nigga, you ain't going to throw a blade my way? Hand me a glass bottle? Nothing? You're not going, hey, y'all chill out. Y'all chill that shit out. You're not going to try to cause no type of diversion, like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. Damn, nigga. I don't know if I need friends like that. All right, you say show weakness, they smell blood. Absolutely. There's blood in the waters, right? He said nigga talk all that crap and wouldn't throw a rock at a riot. Man, that's what I said. It's easy to say some shit from the crib, from wherever nigga at, the liquor store, the car. But when you in that situation, nigga, it's just a whole different ball game, man. And I think Flip handled himself well. I mean, you know, he did what he had to do to survive that encounter, and I'm glad he did survive. I've had plenty of situations. I'm not crying on the line. Oh, you still harping on him crying? Okay. He said, yeah. If my loved one passed away, I can see me crying. Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm just describing the act of nearly crying about something isn't necessarily a sign of weakness. Because you can unpack that, bro. Like, people cry for different reasons. You know what I mean? People have cried to losing loved ones. People have cried to hearing, you know, they might have been diagnosed with cancer. Something. It could be any situation where what could make you cry and experience that emotion. Nigga, I done stuck my motherfucking toe, nigga, and I think I might have shedded a tear. Did I bust out in an all-out cry? Hell nah, but I might have a little tear or two might drop, nigga. That shit hurted like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just looked like this. You know what I'm saying? He said it just looked like this. Okay, they both saying that. Sasua looking for us, but we pushing up. We pulled up on the moto to cut Flip while we were on the live. We back him up and made him trip while he was on the live. I know that killed his pride. Damn. Hey, man, nigga, you trip, you fall, it's cool, man. As long as you live to fight another day. I mean, it's worse things than falling down on the live, nigga. That ain't nothing, nigga. You could have got severely hurt or injured. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think his pride is hurt that bad, nigga. He fell down. The nigga. I would think what hurt your pride now if you like start screaming, help. If you running around, panic, you don't know what to do. That might hurt my pride more than the simple act of me defending myself. I don't notice the curve because this nigga has a big ass knife, and I trip and I fall and I get up. I don't really think that's gonna hurt my pride. You know what I'm saying? He said the nigga with the knife can run. I wasn't talking about Flip. Oh, okay. Got you. He said you a killer, but you name yourself after a movie character. Is Flip a movie character? Wait, who you saying is a killer? I don't know. Who has a movie character name? I don't know. You gotta be more clear on that. I'm not sure what you mean. All right, I'm still going to DR. Okay, Outlaw. When you going? Are you going for Halloween? When are you going? You don't have to give me your exact date, but like around what time? So I leave people alone if they've been in the streets. I said I learned to leave people alone, especially people you don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point, and it's a kind of touchy one for me. I feel like I never really start shit, but I'm like one of those dudes. I have a hard time. Like, say if somebody start with me or pose themselves as a bully, try to intimidate motherfuckers. I just can't help myself. I got that itch and I gotta scratch it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm around, like, I just don't like dudes that try to bully other people, and I don't like niggas that try to start shit for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I've been on the air. I've talked about it, bro. Because I do have anger issues too. Like, I don't think I'm anger issues to the point where I can't control myself, but I can get upset quickly, and I've worked on that because I realized when you get upset, a lot of times you put everything you worked hard for on the line. It's on the line, but I just be so upset that I don't be giving a fuck until after the situation is resolved. Then I'll be like, yo, that was probably kind of stupid. But I don't know. Like, I've just always struggled with that. All right, cool. Travel 89 says that's a fact. He said, Flip did what he was supposed to do. He stood his ground. Nobody can't come back to the Sue. So who really lost? Okay. He said, when you type that, you ain't been in no real beef. Yeah, man, because real beef, nigga, it's easy to argue with a nigga online or, whatever. But to have to stand on some shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you a thorough dude, you just doing what you got to do, man. You defend yourself, you hold shit down. But I don't really got nothing to prove, dog. Like, because I already know where I stand, where I'm at. And I already know I will never let no one walk over me, trample me. And if a nigga got an ass whooping to deal out, I'm like, nigga, you can't give me a verbal ass whooping, nigga. Nigga, all that talking is not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna move me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all right, cool. But yeah, I mean, cause like I said, man, I respect Flip. He out there by himself. I know he got his Paradise Life crew, but every time I seen him, man, he didn't stood up in front of whatever came before him. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it kind of remind me of, you know what I'm saying, me being in my situation, bro. Like a lot of dudes don't remember when I took my first trip to the Soo. I'm cool with a lot of these dudes now. But it was a moment where a lot of dudes didn't like me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes that didn't like me, if we're being honest, bro. And I was out there everywhere. And I was just like, all right, if it's going down, it's going down. Nigga, let's get to it. Nothing ended up happening, right? But it very well could have happened. So, when people try to, like, say they want to be bystanders, cheering shit on, that don't move me, bro. Because I just be on some shit like, you not going to be over here doing nothing while I'm getting to it. So you just sit back and kick back and watch the fireworks. And however they unfold, nigga. A nigga that's sitting here on the sideline that's not going to help you bail out of jail, not going to help hand you a blade while a nigga got a blade, not going to do nothing. What he got to say really don't matter. You just commentating at this point, like I'm doing right now in this situation. In real life, you always got to do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. I never fuck with anybody that's always somebody you got to prove a point to. Yeah, that's what I said, man. I don't got no point to prove. Nigga, I am where I am. When I'm moving how I'm moving, if somebody approach me how they approach Flip, it's going to go where it go. Hopefully, like Flip, I'll live to see another day. Hopefully, the other person learn to stay away. Because that's simple. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't really, you know what I mean? It says, I'm pulling up the DR in September. I don't know how long I'm staying, maybe a month or two. Yeah, September, I'll be in Thailand. But I do have a trip planned for DR, though, in October. Will that happen? I'm not sure yet. It's definitely a place I wanted to go over Thailand any day, but this got a lot of dumb shit going on there. Ain't no chicks really. It's just all fucked up right now. So I'm hoping that they start to ease up. At least we could get the Halloween trip off. We'll see what happens though. It says, I don't argue online. We can meet up or you just want attention. He said, basically, females arguing online. I know you said something else, but I'll be switching up the words sometimes. Just trying to keep it, clean up a little bit. But anyway, that's my time, man. I just came to you guys to bring awareness. Like, yo, when you out moving about, we in paradise. We are wherever we are. Things can arrive, and depending on how you handle the situation, it's going to largely predict how your outcome is going to come out. And at the end of the day, man, do what you got to do to make it to the next day. At the end of the day, Flip, if some people laugh at Flip and clown him about it, you can deal with the boo-hoos and the naysayers and people that, have fun with it. But at least as long as you make it back home to your family, that's the only thing that matters. At the end of the day, because most of the time dudes online, they just having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? They just making light of it might be a crazy situation, but they just having fun with the content. And if you uploaded the content, right, people are gonna go over it, and most likely you upload it because you want people to be aware. You want people to most likely talk about it. So I just talked about it real quick. But like I said, this was not even in no way me trying to say Flip played himself or did something wrong. Just saying like, yo, that's a crazy situation. I'm glad Flip is okay, and he lived to fight another day. Shout out to Flip Flop. Shout out to Paradise Life. Shout out to the chat. The chat is undefeated, right? And shout out to these YouTube streets, because these YouTube streets are on fire. They've been on fire lately. But a whole bunch of other drama been going on, which I'm not going to get into it on this live. I'm pretty sure you guys been hearing about it. And that's how YouTube is since I've been involved in it. They'll have its moments where it's dry, where it's a lot of fun, and then it'll have its peaks where it's just drama after drama. So it has its constantly revolving cycles. And so right now, I guess we're in the drama-filled cycle right now. And that's okay. It's all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Like Flip said, I'm still in this quote right now. Did you tell your kids and your family that you love them? Did you hug your family? Man, do that, because you never know, how much time you promised here. Make sure you love your family and you take care of yourself. Anyway, that's my time. AKA No Fear Travels. Holding it down for Camp 9. You guys tune in to the party live on Friday. Goes down 4:45 West Coast time, 7:45 East Coast time. I forgot the Midwest Coast time, but you know your time zone. Tune into the party live. Rock out with us. Come have a good time. And I'm out.